Welcome to my channel, Eurovision fans. It's Jan Bors, it's a new video, it's my own Friday, and today focus gonna be my perspective on a Big Five. Yeah, on a Big Five. So if you're interested in such videos, please share and like and subscribe to this channel, this video. I will be glad to, as I think I'm bringing you the original perspective of somebody who was creating a part of Eurovision, being a former head of delegation of Czech Republic, which it means that I know those processes behind the curtains. I, with my team, made something special in here, and I think my opinions are really relevant. And in the long term, I really would like to change this Eurovision world to even better, as I fell in love with this, and if I just can do something, it's getting things done better. And this is my advice for you Big Five countries, excluding Italy, because they're doing it just fine. But you don't, and you should. And let me tell you why and how. And you should. You should. I think you should. Let's get started. Alright, this is my own Friday, and this is a big topic I was thinking a lot for the time I just started. You know, there are Big Five countries, they of course invest a lot of money into the Eurovision, the most money, and of course they have the biggest shares on the market as well. So why are they don't competing? Why they struggle of bringing things. Of course, all of those four countries from Big Five, they have different problems, and there is of course Italy, which is kind of excluded, as they're doing the great job. They have Sanremo, of course they're lucky having it, but you know, there has to something happen that they are able to bring in all of those stars from Sanremo. They don't need it. Why should they go for Eurovision? But they're just clever about it as well, and they can just, you know, upgrade their fan base for another 200 million people. Man, this is a lot. So why doesn't it work in your country, in UK, in Spain, in Germany, and in France? Why doesn't it work? Why are you still looking for the format? You are doing it for a long time. And of course, you know, I kind of envy you, as you have the biggest markets. You have the biggest markets. You have most advanced market, most modern markets, or the biggest budgets you can, like, than the most countries. You have like much more artists, because you're just huge. You have just lots of pros on your side, and for some reason it didn't work for you constantly. Okay, sometimes you can even win, which is the example of Germany, or Germany is the second best country in this, as they're, you know, the last, but they're then third or second, and you know, they have a good market, and they probably were lucky as well, and they won it. It's just 10 years. It's still not far away. So they of course they just, I think they lost their track as well. They're still searching for how to bestly do it, and I'm not sure they're doing it just right, but they're trying something. Why UK, why BBC just don't try? I don't really understand why, as they have the most advanced, most modern, most trend-setting market in Europe, in the world as well, and you just can't do it. And you know, I don't take excuses. It's political. Everybody hates us. No one cares. Everybody just cares about good music. And of course, you are Big Five. All of you are Big Five. Everybody expects that if you are automatically in the finals, you will bring something what's the best. You should all of your 5 countries, you should be at the top, in top 10 every year. No excuse. Because you're automatically in the final, you should be there deserving the finals. Everybody should say, of course they're here, of course they're paying the most, and they have the biggest audience, but they have the best music as well. There's nothing in between. You should be the trend-setting countries, but you're not doing this. Italy's kind of doing it. Why the rest of you doesn't? Why the rest of you don't do it? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. You know, in Germany, the best market. I don't take the excuse the artist doesn't want it. You know, why should they want it? 200 million people? Well, it's money. You know, each viewer, each fan, it's money. Of course they want it, but maybe they don't trust the TV or the process. And I don't think the method of selecting songs is just right in the way of changing this relationship. You won't change it by just going around it, and you can win anyway. You know, maybe I'm not right, but definitely this is nothing trend-setting what I would expect for a country like you. And the same applies to UK. Oh my God, why don't you do national selection with the proper music? You just can go to the underground and just pick those people on the street. It's not, you know, it's not about using the publisher for doing the work for you. You should do it. You have the best brand. You probably can set up the best team as well, you know, professionals. But, you know, there's a hard lucking in what you want to do, in what you want to change the brand, the name of Eurovision in the UK, you know. How should anyone trust it if I don't see you trusting it? But you should trust it. You should be the leader country. You should be top 5 each year. And you can be top 5 each year if you're just sending good songs, relevant things, trend setting. And even if you will struggle, if you change something, you know, I know nothing changed overnight. And I believe in this like 3-year period, when the third year some change should be really visible. But you can risk, you can do whatever, you're automatically in the final. You don't need to be afraid of just trend setting, try new things, so risking. But you're not doing anything like this. You're not risking, but you're not sending even the quality or the best quality which should be expected from Big 5 countries. It's not about hate the country. I don't really think anybody cares, but everybody as well knows that you're automatically in. So they should really believe that you deserve the spot in there. And they will vote for you. They will vote for you. You can see the Germany example in 2018. They voted for them because it was a great song. It was a great song, great presentation. It has something to say. It was just good, you know, the whole package worked. And this is what you should do. And you have the best budgets for it, the biggest teams for it. So what's the problem? You have the best host, you know, the most famous one. It still doesn't work. And the same applies to France, you know. It just looks, it was on a kind of a good track when you set up this Destination Eurovision. I don't know, I can't speak French, of course. But this was a format with a future. I'm really glad that you came back with something. But there's advice for you from me, as I think I'm a really relevant person in it. Just copy the Czech Republic's way how to do it. Go to your market, talk to the industry, talk to the interprets, talk to the artists, talk to the producers. In person, your team must be the breathing thing. Don't do it differently. Don't seek for Eurovision songs. Don't do it with the appeal for songwriting camps only for Eurovision. Don't seek Eurovision songs. You have a great market. You have a great songs. You have a great industry. And I think you should just work together. Even your artists should deserve 200 million people, and especially when you're doing national selection. Well, this is a super good opportunity for you to shine, and you know, you can be instantly at the first place, instantly, or third or second, you know, but each year, because you're the country which should set trends. It shouldn't be Sweden. My God, it's a great country. I love the Sweden. But it's 10 million people living in there and then setting trends for Eurovision. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's just given a great example that the countries like Czech Republic or Lithuania or Estonia or Iceland, they can set trends too, because they're doing their work right. you just should show us all that you can do this work too, and even better than us. You know, and I believe you can do it even better than us, because you just have more to choose from. You have more resources than we do, and you maybe could have more freedom in it as well, and bigger teams as well. I don't understand why shouldn't you are able or were able to just change the brand name in your countries. What's the problem? The Eurovision changed rapidly since 2016 when I started, or 2015. It's just changed. It's not a bizarre show anymore. Of course there are some bizarre or just horrible things that even can go through the finals, which I hate, but you know, you are one of those sometimes. You are one of those sometimes, and we all deserve better for the country who are automatically in the finals. And you have the responsibility. You have the responsibility, and you have the responsibility on changing the Eurovision world to grow even better everywhere. It's the brand which deserves to grow, and it's growing. And imagine how it can grow if you just make it even more competition-wise. You know, I want to know what you're up to. I want to learn from you how to do things. Not during this vlog. Actually, this vlog should be about how you are doing it great, but you're not. And this applies to Spain too, you know. I know it's a bit different story, a bit different market, and this appeal to be in Spanish, which tends to be somehow, but we all know that the strength of Spanish sound songs, or South American, which is still in Spanish, like Despacito, my God's sake, how they're appealing in the world of music. Why don't you send something like this? Why don't you try to find something like this, or something new, something special? Your market is great, and you should do national selections too, but you should really pick great artists, motivate. I really have this feeling that you're not motivating your industry and your music industry and your market, your artist, to send the songs to you, to want to cooperate with you. I don't know why is the reason. Maybe the reason is different from country to country, but my own perspective on it is they don't trust you. They don't trust the TV, they don't trust the brand, they don't understand why Eurovision should be good for them. But they are only pros in being at Eurovision. They are only pros nowadays. You know, viewership, the awareness, the marketing around it, the social media, you know, awareness, the numbers are increasing. And you are the countries who can make this thing really, really relevant worldwide. It's not the Czech Republic, even I really wish to. And maybe it can, but you know, you can much faster, you can much better, you can put much more money into it as well. And you should lead the example to anyone, to everyone, to all of us. And that's what I wish for as well. I really wish you just go on the right track. There are many examples which you can just use and do it this way. Because you can. Everybody can. We could in Czech Republic, but you are few times more, each of you, few times bigger, each of you, and you are automatically in the finals, man. Just do your homework, do your job. I know maybe that's, you know, you're gonna kill me or hate me or didn't want to talk to me in my Humans of Eurovisions, but I'm not really sure if anybody just told you this from the inside of the Eurovision world. I believe you deserve to know this opinion. I'm really sure I'm not the only one who thinks this, you know. That's not just my thought. And it's a shame, but I believe you can change it, and you can change this Eurovision world for even better. And I think this, you know, Europe really needs it as well. And this contest is being more and more relevant each year. And you don't need to struggle. You just need to do things right. I believe you can do it. I have a big trust in you, but you must start with the vision, and that's something you probably lack. You don't know why you should do it. You don't know why. What's the higher purpose of Eurovision for you? What's there for you? That's just winning and then, you know, the waiting for a year for another song. But there is much more to what can be done. There is much more what can be done. And there is much higher purpose on it, you know. The beginning of this Eurovision is the higher purpose. And big countries always gonna be better with leading the example. So please please lead the example, please try to do things better. There are a million methods how to do it. You just can copy one or just find your own. Just start with the vision. Start with the long-term goals you want to set and just go for them and do it with your heart. It's maybe not that professional, but it works, you know. If it's just natural, it's like the songs. It's like with the songs, you know. Last 5-6 winners, it was, you know, it just appealed to heart because I trust those stories they were singing, and I want to trust your story too. And they, you know, those artists would need to trust you, and that's it. That's it. That's the magic. Nothing really special, maybe. Well, we'll see. So, if you hate me, it doesn't matter. Just subscribe, like, and share this channel, and write me the comments below. The producers, you can write me the comments below too, or write me personally. I'm really glad some of you doing it, as I need the feedback too. I'm giving the feedback back to you as well. And I think this circle of life, this circle of feedback, well, circle of feedback, just made it up. I like it. The circle of feedback should be done because we all can do better, and we will. I'm pretty sure of it. So see you soon. Thank you for watching.